Hurricane Milton, the strongest Gulf of Mexico hurricane in 19 years, on tonight's Tropical Weather Bulletin. Tropical Weather Bulletin for October 8th. On the map of world tropics, we have 4 systems. One of them is an extremely powerful Category 5 Milton, currently with winds of 185 miles an hour and a pressure of 897 millibars by our analysis, though it might be about to start weakening. Leslie, a Category 1 in the open Atlantic, that is also weakening. Kirk, an extratropical cyclone in the North Atlantic, and 21W, which somehow hasn't been named by the JMA yet. Here's the Atlantic. We have Milton there just north of the Yucatan Peninsula. That is an extreme threat to Florida, especially just after Helene now. Leslie in the open Atlantic there, that's not a major threat to anything. Kirk, which could affect Europe later this week. We have an area of interest of the Bahamas at 10%, and an area of interest off the west coast of Africa at a 30%. Here is the Eastern Pacific. We have Invest 99E currently with a 90% chance of formation. If you want a better look at Milton, there it is right there. Here is the Western Pacific. I don't know why the animation's not working, but we'll fix that later. Tropical Storm 21 there, which, again, somehow has avoided being named. On this day in 2019, we had Typhoon Hagibis reaching its second peak. Its second peak was weaker than its first. At 175 miles an hour and a pressure of 898, its first peak was 190, 890 by our analysis. It would strike Japan later on and would become the costliest Pacific typhoon until Doksuri in 2023. Here are the names. I don't know why there's a white line at the bottom of the screen. But anyway, in the Atlantic, the next name is Nadine, followed by Oscar. In the Eastern Pacific, it is Christy, followed by Lane. And in the Central Pacific, it is Iona, followed by Kelly. In the Western Pacific, the next name is Barajat, which we will probably see soon, followed by Trami. North Indian Ocean, the next name is Dana, followed by Fengal. In the Southwest Indian Ocean, we got Ancha, I think, a month before the season officially starts. The next name is Becky, followed by Cheeto. In the South Pacific, the next name is Pita, followed by Ray. In the Australian region, on the Australian list, the next name is Robin, followed by Sean. On the Indonesian list, the next name is Bakung, followed by Kempaka. And in the South Atlantic, the next name is Bigwa, followed by Kyoba. Here is Milton on the satellite imagery. You can see in the reset frames, the eye has taken a little bit of a hit. Recon found no evidence of an eye wall replacement cycle, so I don't know necessarily what that's about. I don't think it might be due to land interaction. I'm not 100% sure, but extremely powerful Category 5, a record-breaking Category 5. This is one of the strongest storms ever in the Atlantic, and towards the beginning and middle of those frames, really a beautiful storm to look at there. With that pinhole eye, I believe, less than 5 miles across, which is extremely small eye, but extremely powerful Category 5. The structure is also very, very good. Cloud tops are also very good. We'll look at that when we get to the GFS in a minute, which they're massively underestimating this storm right now. But we'll look at the cloud tops when we get to that, but they are very, very good right now. The eye, though, is taking a little bit of a hit, so it is probably weakening, although not 100% sure. At the very latest frame, which I don't know if you can see here because it's moving so fast, the eye is starting to poke itself out a little bit, which it's been going back and forth between its eye popping itself out and then going away for the past, 2 hours. So I don't know really what it's doing. I don't even think Milton knows what it's doing.